What's going on, guys? Welcome back to some more Avatar standard content on the channel, and today we're going to be taking a look at this little card called Badgermole Cub. I think you've probably heard of it. You may have seen it around on the channel before, and perhaps maybe some other channels. Perhaps maybe decks that we've played against. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to really put into words exactly how good this card is and what makes it so powerful, but yeah, I mean, it's hard to escape. This card is just the best card in the set. And, you know, we're going to be trying it in a lot of different shells. And the shell that we kind of decided to try it in here is Golgari. Now, there's a couple of reasons that you would want to be Golgari. You know, you might associate Golgari midrange normally with Deep Cavern Bat and Demons and Annex and stuff like that. But I don't want to play any of that stuff. I just want to play the ship. The Phoenix Fleet Airship. So this card is a card that we tried a little bit during early access that we had a little bit of success with, but ultimately I didn't think the list that we were playing was super fantastic. So this card is a 4/4 flying vehicle with crew 1, and at the beginning of her end step, if you've sacrificed a permanent this turn, you create a token that's a copy of it. Now remember, the token also has the same ability on it. So the first time you make a copy, you have 2 of them. The next turn, you make a copy of both of the 2 that you have 4. And then presumably the next turn, if they're still alive, you make a copy of the 4 that you have. Now you have 8 of them. And then it says, as long as you have 8 or more permanents named Phoenix Fleet Airship, they become creatures without having to crew. Which, to be fair, is not super relevant because the turn that you make the 4, if you have 4 things to crew, you have 16 power in the air, so they're probably just going to die that turn anyways. Hell, they might even just lose to the first 2. And it turns out that there is a card in Standard that only costs 2 mana that makes 2 bodies to crew 2 Phoenix Fleet Airships. Weird. Also, Badgermole Cub provides you additional mana to be able to both cast the airship and trigger its sacrifice ability in the same turn, which we can do that a couple of ways. The first one is Sagas. So Witch's Vanity and Huntsman's Redemption. Sagas, naturally, as their 3rd chapter goes onto the stack, they sacrifice. It says sacrifice after chapter 3. So even if the saga itself doesn't have any, direct ability to sacrifice, it going to the graveyard on chapter 3 in and of itself will trigger the airship. And it just so happens that Vanity also makes a food along the way, which is pretty cool. So you can you can use the turn the Vanity goes to the graveyard, that gives you the sacrifice for airship, and then you have the food in play to trigger it the next turn. So that's pretty cool. And then the Huntsman's Redemption, which is awesome because you play it on turn 3. Turn 4, remember, you can respond to the chapter 2, so make sure if you're playing this deck, put a stop in your main phase. Respond to the chapter 2, float mana with the Badgermole Cub land, or do something else with the creature you want to sacrifice. It is even especially good with Badgermole because the land that you make off of Cub, when due to Earthbend, when that thing dies, it comes back into play. So the natural curve of like Badgermole into Huntsman's Redemption, you can then in your main phase float the mana with the land, sacrifice the land, go find presumably Ouroboros, and then you can use the mana to play Phoenix Fleet Airship. And then the Huntsman's Redemption chapter 2, you've sacrificed a creature that turn to immediately make a copy of the ship. And then on chapter 3, guess what? It gets sacrificed. So then it also triggers the ship on the next turn. So both Vanity and Huntsman's work very, very well with the ship. Sentinel of the Nameless City to make maps sacrifice. Guess what? That triggers Phoenix Fleet Airship. And then from there, you have a couple of freebooters just as some good sack fodder for Huntsman's Redemption. Mana Dorks to pair with Badgermole Cub. I chose to play 1 Insidious Fungus as kind of like a tutor for Huntsman's Redemption. There's a couple more in the sideboard, but that seemed to be the most impactful one. And guess what? Insidious Fungus also sacrifices itself. So you see where we're going with this. And then in the mana base, you have Fabled Passage as well to help enable Phoenix Fleet Airship. There is some awkwardness where Passage only enters untapped if you have 3 or more or 4 or more total lands. So if you go Mana Dork into turn 3 Passage, you can't quite airship because even though you have 4 mana sources, you only have 3 lands. So keep that in mind. That is kind of awkward. But, you know, Passage still lets you double the Phoenix Fleet Airship on turn 4, which is nice. And then a couple of kill spells to round out the deck list. Nothing too fancy in the mana base besides the passages. And then in the sideboard, bunch of Duresses, Graveyard Hate, Disenchants, Torpor Orb for the Bant Appa deck, and then some one-ofs where we have Keen-Eyed for Graveyard, Scrap Shooter for Artifacts and Enchantments, Sirach against removal spells, and then Harvester as a tutorable sweeper. So yeah, that's kind of the whole genesis and the concept of the deck list. I think there's a lot of cool stuff going on. The combination of Airship with the Sagas, Badgermole Cub with Huntsman's Redemption, a lot of cool and interesting synergies going on here. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you back here in just a little bit for round number 1. No 1-drop, but I think it's good enough. It's got Cub, it can't be that bad. Gran. So this might be the Reanimator deck. Probably is the Reanimator deck, right? Yeah, okay. Sultai Cavero. Oh no, did I cut the... Fuck, I cut the Keen-Eyed for the main deck, didn't I? That's unfortunate. I sure wish I had the Keen-Eyed in the main deck now, huh? Should have kept that. Should have known that I was going to play against Cavero. The good news is their graveyard is not very threatening, so... I mean, dude, even just Badgermole into Redemption, like, you never feel bad about sacrificing the forest, because you're always just going to get it back. It's kind of sick, right? Full control. As long as you have a stop, you don't need full control. I mean, I don't even know if I'm sacrificing. What am I getting? Right? I already have 2 Roids. I don't need more of those. I guess I can get a Cub or a Sentinel. Yeah, I guess it's just kind of free to get a Cub, right? 1, 2... Yeah, I guess it's free to get a Cub, right? So, but I can't play the Cub this turn, right? 1, 2... Then I have 3 mana, so I just play Roid. Then we can play Cub next turn, right? 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yo! Man, they have 3rd fucking Bitter Triumph, but Redemption to pump Cub? Or sorry, Redemption to pump Ouroboros? It's kind of sick, isn't it? I didn't even think about that. Redemption Pump Roid is fucking nice. Okay, good news is they're out of fucking Bitter Triumphs. That's the good news. Surely they're out of Bitter Triumphs by now, right? Right? Anal. Anal resolves. Gotta pump up the Gran. Gotta pump the Gran. They have Harvester in the grave, but the Roid's gonna pump the Cup out of Harvester range. Redemption better than Fable confirmed, something like that. I think they're gonna copy Overlord, right? Oh, right. I forgot they could do that. Shit. Huh. It's pretty good. It's not bad. Whose Ouroboros is better? I think theirs is. I think theirs is slightly better. Granny been lifting. They can't really attack though, right? Because if they attack, we just kill them on the crackback, so we're just kind of staring at each other for a little bit. No. Oh my god, they're gonna do it again? That's pretty good too. Now they have more creatures. We can go around them. You sure about that? I'm not so sure about that. I am not so sure about that. Why is it point in playing with our deck? Because they didn't like their own cards. They got bored with their own cards, so they just decided to beat me with my cards. All right, so we have to have to chump block with all of their creatures this turn. Again, they can't really do too much though, because then we just kill them on the crackback with Roid, right? I mean, they are dead on board if they have nothing, right? They've already gone through three things too, so. All right. I only have one option. Yo, huge scry. All right, don't play a creature. No! Kill spell, kill spell, kill spell, kill spell. Fuck. Maybe they'll forget to block. All right, I'm dead. Fuck! That's still kind of close, though. Do we want a tutorable trample enabler? Well, that's kind of the beauty about Huntsman's Redemption, is it already gives you trample on Chapter 3. So I don't know if you necessarily need a tutorable trample enabler, right? Because Chapter 3 gives you trample already. To 2 things. Not the whole team, but 2 things. Which I think is good enough. You get the orb too. I mean, we have a lot of cyborg cards against them. Freebooters can come out. Actually, kill spell's probably worse against them. Could do heritage. Try like that. Yeah, I mean, I guess if they're going to draw 4 bitter triumphs, maybe Sirach is good. I mean, I got sideboard cards. We do also have Passage Ship. Passage Ship combination. Gaming? Oh, they mulled the 5. That's good news. Guess which set Orb was in? Foundations, right? Shahar, Shenhar. Thank you for the raid. Hope you had a good stream, Shahar. We are, we're going off the deep end today. We are going off the deep end. Hope you had a good stream, Shahar. Welcome, Raiders. It's big score. I knew it was big score. I was just... The joke was that every single card is in Foundations. That was the joke, you know? Ship gaming. Ship gaming. Destroy target enchantments. Secret tunnel. Bro, Fable Passage Phoenix Fleet Airship might be my favorite thing of all time. New ship. New ship. New ship. The problem is, what the hell do you do with these ships? The answer is not clear. I'll be honest with you. It's definitely not clear. Don't discard the demon. You fucking asshole. So... Oh, wait, I have Restless Cottage. Wait, we're cooking. Let me just cottage here? Yeah. We just go Crack Passage, Animate Cottage. I mean, there's no way they have a Bitter Triumph in hand, right? Like... It's not possible. No es posible. Oh. They don't, I checked. Noted. Yeah, the one issue that I kind of see is, like, once we have 4 ships, we don't really have a ton of ways to make multiple bodies. So, like, how do we... I guess Cub can animate 2 ships at once. That's kind of cool, right? That's a nice... Another upside to Cub. Oh. I see. It turns out they did have the Bitter Triumph. Okay. True. They might be worried I was going to crew. Right, but, like... I feel like they'd rather take 4 damage than lose their demon, right? They probably just forgot the Cottage Exiles. I think that's what happened. Just have to hope they don't find another demon. Yeah, not much I can do about that. Lantern? I mean, I don't really have many options, right? It's just hope they don't have it, I guess. Because I can't do anything about it if they do have it. Yeah, I mean, I don't have any other lines, you know? This is literally the only thing I can do. It's cool, but I don't expect it to work. Oh, yeah, I should have attacked. Oh, okay. Wait, sometimes they... Are you telling me that there are situations where they just don't have it? I didn't know that this was a possibility. Ooh, I like this hand. I mostly like this hand because it has Mana Dork plus Cub, but, you know. Don't at me, okay? Don't at me. Dude, if the ship triggered on each end step, it would be absurd. It'd like, you play it, make 1, and then you sack on their turn, make a second one, and then it just, yeah, it would be way too good. Grand discard Bitter Triumph, huh? Cool with that. I'm cool with that. Oh, they missed? Huge. Huge miss. Can't really do much with my extra mana, but... Attack. Get in there. No! Tilt. I mean, I guess if they just never discard big creatures. They discarded Anal. That is not a big creature. Ooh. Okay, hold on. Pause. 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 I mean, do I even have to get the stupid Keen-Eyed next turn? Because I could go Redemption this turn. Next turn, tap Forest, sack it. How much mana would I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So even if I played Keen-Eyed and Sentinel, I still wouldn't be able to hold up the Keen-Eyed. Kind of weird. I don't know. I'm gonna play the Redemption. I don't know if this is right, but it feels fine. Awaken. I got Stormbrood. Dude, Grant's kind of cooking my ass, huh? This Grant is kind of cooking me. No! No, I wanted that. You've served us well, ship. Dead. Oh, wait. Hold on. I need to stop. I need to stop. I need to stop. Almost didn't have to stop. Okay. I think my opponent has decided to employ Plan B. That was the best draw on the deck, and it's not even remotely close. Shit, now I don't want to sack. I mean, I'm going to, but... I guess I just sack the Pollinator instead, right? Probably. Yeah. One. Do I just get the Ouroboros now? Because the Ouroboros really pops off with the Huntsman's next turn. Yeah, let's get the Roid. And then we go here, Cub. Always Oro. Yeah, I mean, I kind of wanted to get... the Keen-Eyed Curator, just in case they go for Kavero this turn. But, I don't know. This is the greedy play. I feel like maybe it was slightly better to get the Graveyard Hate spell, because they could just draw the Demon, discard Demon, get back Kavero. Is Huntsman's Redemption finally good? I mean, Huntsman's is really, really sick with Badgermole Cub. That's not nice. It's not nice at all. Block. Guess I'll save the passage. There's a lot of synergies though. You have like Huntsman's Redemption. It's like Huntsman's Redemption with the Phoenix Fleet Airship, Sentinel with the Airship, even just Huntsman's to find the Ouroboros, and then Huntsman's to pump the Ouroboros the turn after. Like, there's a lot of stuff going on in this deck. Kind of makes me wonder if, like, should we just be playing Huntsman's Redemption in the normal Simic deck? Redemption looked kind of fucking sick that game, didn't it? I'm gonna keep, but I'm not happy about it. Temple of Mystery. Truly is a mystery. It's the MVP right there. Alright, well. Cub. Dude, I kind of want to attack. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because if they block, I can just get a treasure. Alright, I'm gonna attack. I should have attacked first, but I mean, they're just not gonna block, right? Ooh, okay, okay. They fell for the bait. I'm not gonna kill Gene Morph, though. I'm gonna save the Tragic. Ayo! It's kind of fucked up. No attacks. Bro, are they... Oh, they can't counterspell me. They have a passage. No ship! And then if we can find a land next turn, we can go Sentinel plus Crack Map. Sentinel turning on ship is kind of cool. Annul. Yeah, main deck Annul. I guess they could have Spell Pierce. That would be, like, not unreasonable to have Spell Pierce, but... It's mildly concerning. And by mildly concerning, I mean I'm dead. Extremely, very, very much concerning. I'll take a passage off the top. That is definitely not a passage. Oh my goodness. Did we just have to kill Hydra and pray to God they don't have protection? I don't really see another way out of this. Like, yeah, we lose to protection spell, but we kind of lose to protection spell anyways. Oh? Oh? Okay, hold on. Not dead yet. He's not dead. It's a good thing I killed that Hydra, huh? I really, really could use a land. I guess we play Redemption this turn? Because then we can float mana, sack the passage, get a land, go Sentinel Crack Map. I think that's best. Well, the Sentinel can only give me a land if I have another mana, right? Well, the Sentinel's not a guaranteed land next turn, you know? It's not a guaranteed land. Like, if I Sentinel draw a spell, Crack Map draw a spell, then it's like, I'm in a horrible spot, you know? Yeah, they're both a sacrifice for Airship no matter what. But, like, imagine a world where I just draw a land, right? Then I can go float mana off passage, sack passage, get Roid, play Roid, then trigger ship. So I think it's a lot better to do it this way if I draw a land. Because I kind of want to just get Roid. Okay, well now we just get land. Get a forest, I guess. Is that a Tatiova in the graveyard? Tatiova Benthic Druid. It is. I guess we just play another ship here, right? No, I should probably just attack them with 2 ships. Yeah. This seems a lot better. Because I can't get to 8 next turn no matter what. So I might as well just do it this. Yeah, the Commander Master's Art. New ship! Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. It gains reach, trample, and indestructible until end of turn. Untap it. Noted. At least I'll still get a ship off of it. I still don't understand why the copy of the copy is not the fancy art. That's concerning. That is very concerning. Oh no, they're just dead, right? Yeah, they're just dead. You ready for this one? You ready for this, chat? Type 1 if you see the line. No! Well, we had lethal. Shit. We did have lethal. We no longer have lethal. All right, draw step. Does that change anything? I have lethal. No, I definitely don't. I definitely don't have lethal. I can crew one, but I can't crew both. And I can't kill the Hydra. I died to the biosynthetic burst. Said no one ever. If I drew a kill spell... No, even if I drew a kill spell, I wouldn't have had lethal. I'm too short, right? Does Badger not crew both? It doesn't matter. I can only pump one of them. I can't, you know what I mean? I can, see, look, here in my draw step, I can crew one, but I can't animate this one, the whole point. I need to be able to crew before the redemption goes off. And I can't do that. I only have one map. Can I crack two? No, I don't think so, right? Because I can play Cub, and I only have 3 mana. Right, I go crew with Cub. Tap this. And then I have 11, but I'm short. Yeah, or I just draw land. Fuck! So close! Yeah, we would have won if they didn't have the bushwhack. Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. I mean, Redemption looked pretty good that game, right? All right, Black Sun, probably. I guess Harvester? I don't know. Harvester kills, like, Bill. It doesn't kill Royd. It doesn't kill Tatiova. It kills their Minidorks, which is maybe fine. Can do Harvester. Keen-Eyed for the Graveyard. I don't think that I should be fighting that kind of fight, you know? I don't think that's worth it. I think just these two is good. Cut the booters. Try that. Are there any good 2-mana sagas? Yeah, we're playing the Witch's Vanity. I don't know how good the Witch's Vanity is, but that we are playing 2 copies of that card. I haven't drawn it yet, so I'm not sure how good it is, but it seemed good in theory. Who remembers when this was the sub song? I remember. This hand is really good, by the way. I have to tap this anyways, don't I? That's rough, buddy. That's rough, buddy. This is my turn 3, by the way. This is my 3rd turn of the game. I passed with 13 power in play with the ability to make 26 power next turn. They got a 2-mana 2/2, though. They're cooking with that 2-mana 2/2. I know, I didn't even use my mana efficiently. I still have 1 mana left over. My MTG group chat just got renamed to Thing in the Ice with a picture of Mariah Carey and a block of ice. That's good. Alright, let's go to game 3, I guess. Look, I mean, you know, that's why you put these cards in your deck. We could play all the airships and Huntsman's Redemptions and Witch's Vanities in the world that we want, but like sometimes you're just gonna draw the good cards. I don't know what to tell you, you know. You can't just play a deck full of bad cards. You have to have some good cards in your deck. I guess we cub first. I'm getting closer and closer to cub mid-range. I just want to play with Phoenix Fleet Airship, man. Can I get a Foundations, by the way? That's a Foundations moment right there. That's a Foundations moment right there, if I've ever seen one. Yeah, let me guess. Foundations. True. True. You can trade if you want. They're giving me the option. That means they have second bill in hand, probably. That is true. Trigon can kill my Gene Morphin, or my Gene Pollinator, sorry. Yo. I guess I don't know, man. Cast this. Kill. These cards matter. Deck. They're gonna cast the Simic Sweeper next turn. I'm ready for it. They're gonna go, oh, they're gonna hold up Aetherize, that's what's gonna happen. If they hold up 4 mana, I won't attack. Yeah, that ain't gonna do it. No, I was gonna ship that turn! Alright, fine. I kinda wish I was going second with this hand. Keep it, though. They will turn 1 elf. Well, this is only a sorcery, so... Yeah, I'm not killing that. Any sweet alt arts? I mean, there is a sweet alt art of the Phoenix Fleet Airship, but they don't have that one in stock. It's probably otters. What's better, otters or cubs? Like, not in magic terms, just in terms of, like, animal cuteness. Think otters? Do you say that just because you're scared of the cub, and every time your opponent plays it, you shit your pants? Does that have anything to do with it? I feel like that probably has something to do with it. YouTube, comment down below, otters or cubs, who you got? Personally, I mean, I agree with you. I think otters are cuter, but... mostly just because I have fucking nightmares about this stupid little cub. He shows up in my dreams, uninvited. That is a good point, yeah. IRL bear cubs, you never know when Mama Bear is just gonna, like, pop out from behind the woods and claw you to death. gotta be a little careful when you see a bear cub in the wild. Anal. Okay. Wait, I'm stupid. I'm stupid. Why did I think I could cast that? I don't really know why I thought I could cast that Sentinel. For some reason I thought I could, but definitely, that's not how math works. 1 + 1 is definitely not 3. Noted. Am I ready for snow? I mean, not really, but I kind of have to be, you know? It's December in New England. I've kind of accepted it. Stoka. Not holding red up. Interesting. Very, very interesting. I mean, I guess I Wicked roll here. So we have 5 mana. It probably is just Huntsman's, right? Huntsman's hold up Blooming Marsh to kill the Talon if they go for a boomerang. They're at 13. Is Royd lethal? Or 8. No, it's only 12. Sacrifice a creature. Oh, no, I guess it wouldn't have mattered, huh? I was going to say I fucked up, and I should have put the roll on the land so that when I sack the land next turn, I get the extra damage. But it would be 1 less damage on attacks, right? So it's the same. So no matter what, I'm 1 short next turn. It's worse. No, it's the same, isn't it? If I put it here and sack this, they go to 12, and then it would be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Still 1 short. Oh, yeah. I see what you're saying. You're saying putting it on the land is worse because I'd rather have the permanent extra damage, yeah. Enduring Vitality. Okay. Dude, Redemption has been kind of sick, though. That card has impressed me a lot. Just, like, Redemption with Badgermole Cub. I think I probably want to end of turn kill the Talon. Just so I can use my mana. Oh, I get the extra Wicked roll. Kind of forgot about that. So I actually could have gone for a kill this turn, right? If I had kept the Fungus in play. I forgot about the other roll. So now what? I think I put the roll on the 3/3, right? So put roll on 3/3, float mana, resolve, sack, get Royd. Yeah, that's fine. Cast Royd. And then... Well, I mean, we don't need Warp. I'm going to kill the Badgermole anyways. Go to combat, hit for 9, and then post-combat kill the Badgermole. Also, I'm realizing my math wouldn't have mattered because the only way that I could have theoretically presented a lethal attack was if I attack with my lands, but I can't attack with the lands because I have to use the lands to cast the Royd. So no matter what, I couldn't threaten lethal that turn. Redemption pumping Ouroboros is pretty disgusting, though. it just curves so perfectly, right? You go turn, redemption on turn 2 or turn 3. Next turn, sack, find the Roid, play the Roid, and then the next turn, the redemption goes off and you have the Roid in play. Like, it's just kind of a nice natural curve. Okay, I mean, I don't like to see that. I really don't like to see that. It's a little concerning. 5 green, huh? They need the untapper, though, right? None of this matters if they don't have the untapper. They found the untapper. Shit! That's not good. I mean, I may not be dead. Because they don't have the loop. I guess I'm dead to a kill spell on Roid. Because they would have 18. They can they can flashback Rhythm. That's kind of hot. Like, Rhythm is just 1 extra spell for the untappers. That's kind of cool. I didn't even think about that. But I mean, if they don't have another spell in their hand, then I think we're still fine. Oh. I think they timed out. Well, that's awkward. You're out of touch. I'm out of time. Anyways. I got worried there for a second. Yeah, it works in paper. Oh, God. All right, Harvester seems decent-ish. If they're going wide with Talent Boomerang. Duress could be interesting. Black Sun, Dees. Could do Keen-Eye to stop the Talent Boomerang loop. How about Torp Orb against them? It's good. It's decent against Cub and decent against Trainer. I don't think it's good against enough. Same thing with Lantern. It's like, Lantern breaks up the loop, but I feel like in most games I don't just want to draw Lantern, you know? Shooter Heritage could be okay. Freebooter out. I'm going to cut 1 airship. It just seems kind of slow against them. And just not bring in Duress. Try this, maybe? I just don't know what I want to cut for Duress. Your Southern NHLGS made the switch this past weekend from Pioneer to Pauper. That's tough. I mean, our switch from Pioneer, like, 6-7 months ago. So, you know, it's been a lot longer for us, but I feel bad. 07s. This was Llanowar Elf, I would keep this, but I don't think the sand's very good. I mean, it technically kind of works. It's certainly not good, but I mean, I'll try it. Vanity is target creature and opponent controls, right? Like, if I just run out of Vanity, it played a thing anyways, but yeah, opponent controls. Rip. Rip. Mm-hmm. Dead. Sedge. Well, at least I have a mana dork in place so I can cast my 4-drop on turn 3. Bro, I'm just getting trolled. Go. This is not working out well, in case you weren't aware. Oh, Beseech the Mirror. I don't know. The thing about Beseech is, like, I think if you're playing a deck that has Beseech, you kind of need to have a lot of ways to enable it. So the things that we can sacrifice to Beseech include Gene Pollinator, Witch's Vanity, Huntsman's Redemption, and I think that's really it. Which, maybe that's enough for bargain, but I don't know. I'd kind of want a little bit more, you know? Like, I don't know if, like, 10 or 11 is enough, but maybe it is. Yeah, it's good with Vanity. It is really good with Vanity. You go kill their thing, and then you make the food to sack to Beseech. Like, that is good. You are a little late to the party, buddy. A little late to the party. Only have 7 mana, so I can't do both of these. So I guess we will just do this. I mean, I'd like to play the ship, but I don't have a way to utilize the ship, so. He's kind of late to the party. He's a little late. Yeah, the roll token too. It is good with Witch's Vanity. So maybe there's a build that just plays... Like, again, you have to lean a little bit more into it. So you could play, like, 4 Vanity, 4 Sentinel... You know. Like, 4 of each of those, and then maybe that would be good. That would be enough for Beseech. Like, I'm sure there's a way to build this deck that leans more into Airship, but I think the problem is, and the thing that I've kind of noticed, is that Airship just, like, kind of sucks. I don't know. Maybe it's better in decks that have more ways to enable it, but, like, every single opportunity that I've had to cast Airship versus Ouroboros, I've just cast Ouroboros every time. So, I don't know. It's tough. It is tough. There's been a couple of spots where the ship has looked good, but honestly, I've been a lot more impressed with Huntsman's Redemption than I have Ship. Redemption has looked really good. I think that card kind of fucks. It's so good with Badgermole. Because you get the mana boost from Badgermole, and then you get the free thing to sack to, because you get the land back anyways. So it kind of makes me wonder if, like, maybe we just want to be playing Huntsman's Redemption in the more traditional green decks, like either Simic or, you know, just Redemption and Simic. Okay. I have become deceased. I have become deceased. Yeah, the Oppa Ang decks have been kind of popping off on Magic Online. I think over the weekend they won 2 of the challenges. They've been doing really well online. It's not as much of a metagame share as, you know, is it like the Is It Looting deck, Simic. Those are probably the 2 most popular decks. Demir's still pretty popular, but it did win 2 challenges over the weekend, so it's been putting up results. Ship kind of the worst card in the deck. Yeah, unfortunately, I think it is. Like, I mean, I don't know. Like, part of me kind of wants to try this deck with just not playing Ouroboros, and then you play Manadorks, Badgermole Cub, and Ship. But, like, it just doesn't... Like, you look at that deck list, And you just think to yourself, why would I ever want to play any 4-drop that isn't Ouroboros? You know? Like, it just doesn't... I don't know. It's just... I've kind of gotten to that point where it's just every single deck that has Badgermole Cub that I look like just feels like a worse Simic deck. And it's so hard to justify playing any other Cub deck, you know? Like, I guess there's the Appa combo, which has a combo in it, and then Otters, which also has a combo in it. Like, those are like justifiable reasons to play a different Cub deck, because they have infinite combos in it. But like, you know, I can't really say the same about this deck, you know. If I have a 46.15% win rate in a 13-round event, what was my final score? 13-0? Is that the answer you're looking for? I can cast a ship next turn. It's not going to do that much, but I can sure cast a ship next turn. Okay, I guess we're not casting ship. I mean, that was a good draw. That was definitely a good draw. Six, 4, and 3. Oh, is 6, 4, and 3 also a 46% win rate? That's my answer. 6, 4, and 3. Wait, no, that's a 60% win rate, right? Because you don't count the draws. All right, no, I guess, yeah, no, I guess you've won 6 out of 13 rounds. Okay, yeah. Right, because you played 13. You didn't just play 10. For some reason, I was thinking that, like, I don't know why I thought the draws just wouldn't count towards, yeah, okay. It's the answer. 6, 4, and 3. I just answered your question. 6, 1, and 6. Oh, okay, yeah. You could even do like 6, 2, and 5, right? Same thing. Six, 6, and 1. Yeah, this was kind of a reason to hold up the, Oh, please tell me I got the stop in time. God damn it, dude. God damn it. No. I have to sack the 3/3 now. I forgot to put the stop on before my last turn. Good distraction. Yeah. You got me this time. I put the stop on, like, while they were casting the furnace. I don't know how that wasn't good enough. It was still their turn. Anyways. Alright, fine. I'll sack my 3/3. New ship! New ship. New ship. New ship. I will put the stop on this time. Make sure I get that stop. Ooh, we got a reader on the ship, huh? We got a reader on the ship. No, I put the stop in the right phase. It's stop on main phase. So I did have the right stop. I just didn't get it in time. I blame Arena for that. That's not my fault. Actually, I blame Jose for that. It's definitely all Jose's fault. Yeah, and because of that, you're definitely not getting your diamond back. Vitality. Fatality. Vitality also pretty sick with Cub. Bro, come on, man. That's fucked up. It's really fucked up. That is rude. Yeah, Cub Vitality is really scary. Alright, I can do this in my draw step. Fabled Passage. So we can at least kill the Cub this turn. So do... Oh, no, if I crew... I guess I could just not play the Sentinel. Yeah. Oh, man. Oh, good. If I crew the ship, I can't play Sentinel and Sheriff. I feel like it's got to be more important to cast Sheriff, right? Yeah, so just crew ship. Target. I mean, I'm not going to attack with the 3/3, but... Yeah, hit for 6. Dealing 6 doesn't matter. I mean, it kind of does. Kind of does, right? I mean, I guess maybe it doesn't if I'm not threatening lethal next turn. Is 2 damage more important? Oh, no, I guess you're right, because I could have just played the Sentinel. Was there a way to do it? If I pay 3 mana, play Sentinel, then might have Pollinator Forest untapped. I guess I can use the Pollinator. I can go Pollinator, tap the Saga, float a mana, sack the Saga, 2/3, play Sentinel, tap these 2, kill spell, and then use the Sentinel to crew and deal 4. Yeah, that probably would have been a little bit better. That was probably a little bit better, yeah. I guess I didn't think about Pollinator tapping the Saga with the trigger on the stack. Yeah, because I could have made 1 more mana by tapping the Saga if I had done that. Probably a little bit better, yeah. Yeah, they're playing Otter combo. Chad, I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm very, very scared. It's possible we should play Beseech. And a lot of people have been talking about Beseech, and I could certainly believe that that is a card that we should play in our deck. I think if I was playing Beseech, I'd probably want to go up to the full 4 vanities, though. Dude, they're gonna bounce my ship again. Yeah, 4 Beseech, 1 airship, and then every single time we cast Beseech, we still get the Ouroboros head. Just never ever putting the ship into play. Okay. Uh-huh. Okay, I can upkeep crack. Ooh, that is something. Okay, that's a decent-ish draw. Let me hold back Sentinel this turn. They go to 5. We get another ship. I mean, I think we're kind of okay. They have... I mean, they have a lot of mana, but... I think as long as they don't draw Floodcaller, we're okay. Do they even have Infinite with Floodcaller? Because they only have 2 things that untap. Yeah, they can boomerang a ship, but then if I just hit a spell off the map, I have lethal. Right, I just need to hit a spell off the map. If the ship was an Ouroboros, they'd be dead. I mean, yes, but you gotta realize the ship is better for content, okay? People don't want to see me cast Ouroboros every single game. They want to see me cast Phoenix Fleet Airship. New ship! You want to see me cast Gran Gran? I played against Gran Gran in Sultai earlier. That was kind of cool. I think they had no lessons. They just used Gran Gran as a looter. I think my opponent has died. I think they got timed out again. Some would say that my opponent lost this match 3-0. I would tend to agree with that. All right, so what did we learn? I mean, this deck is cool, but unfortunately, Ship was... I mean, there was a couple of spots where Ship cooked, and I think that there's some cool stuff going on here. Like, there's definitely some cool synergies and interactions. Like, Redemption and basically Sagas with Ship they just work so perfectly because they sacrifice naturally on Chapter 3. So they basically give you like a free sacrifice for Ship. So maybe there is a build of this deck that like doesn't play Cub, Ouroboros, and Mana Dorks and just kind of focuses more on the sacrifice theme. But I think that trying to mix the whole Mana Dork, Cub, Ouroboros stuff with the Ship sacrifice stuff, I feel like there's not enough overlap, right? Ship is a powerful card in its own right with sagas and other things that, you know, make Ship good. But I just, it's really hard to play both of them, right? Because, I don't know, it feels weird, but I do like this deck. I think there's definitely something in this space for sure with Airship.